Black is back. Hello from the hole. Hello from hole. Hello, guys. Yeah, it's time for another piece of content from old black hole. Yeah. Well, as you can see from the title, which I have not created yet from the time of making this video, the fakery can be overwhelming. Yes. And sometimes, since everything is upside down or reversed in this hell realm that we've been brought into, whether we remember it or not, we're just, we're here to generate the human consciousness. Uh, you know, the fakery can seem overwhelming because there's nothing really fake. Everything is real as long as you believe it's real. And if you believe it's fake, then it's fake. A lot of the stuff is fake because nobody knows nobody wants, the vast majority of people don't want anybody to know what anybody's thinking or feeling because they want to have that sense of control. Nobody likes feeling out of control. Nobody likes pain and torture. Nobody likes that. There's a fear-based realm. You're going to have a bunch of people that are going to be like, things need to be a certain way. You're gonna have all that stuff inside of you that you've learned, all that wisdom, if you have any. It's gonna feel like it's trying to burst out into the world, and everybody thinks differently here. That's what makes it a hell realm. Evil people forgetting how to live. The word evil is the word live spelled backwards. It's the same thing I say in all my videos, just in a different way. Helps me feel better. Hopefully, it makes you guys feel better. Otherwise, why you listen and why do I make these videos? Everything is based off of paper, blah, blah, blah. Like I always say in all my videos. Anyway, let's be perfectly honest. Why do people do things? Why do people try to cope? Why do people go to church? Why do people eat in order to survive? We're all going to quote unquote die anyway, leave this world, right? It's the hell realm. The reason why it's a hell realm, because everything happens for a reason, is because everybody is trying to basically give their life meaning whether they realize it or not. Because it's all about realization of the greatness that you already are as consciousness. Now, sometimes, especially on Sunday, if you have a crazy weekend or whatever, doing whatever, always try to do it responsibly. A lot of people just think everything's random. But, it's just, I heard in that movie, it's like, oh, begin every day as if it's on purpose. Oh, and the weather's beautiful today. It's been really crappy for a while, so yeah. Just trying to make an outward manifestation of what always is inside of you, whatever resonates with you. That's what makes happiness. Otherwise, you're moving away from that. Your emotions are a direct indicator as to how well your consciousness is. Your thoughts. It's just like an antenna. You're picking up off of other people's thoughts, right? So basically what I'm getting at is you have all that wisdom built up inside of it and you feel like it's trying to escape out in the world where everybody thinks different. In order to have heaven, everybody has to think alike. So everybody thinking different, you think, oh, I need to help these people. Well, no, they got to help themselves. Now, if you're in a situation where they understand you, then it's like, okay, I get this guy. I think about all the stuff I've been through, right? You shouldn't bring kids here because they're just... they're going to go through a living hell before they realize themselves again, because that's the human consciousness. It's human nature to go astray, right? That's why all this stuff has happened throughout history, with everything trying to find its way back, find its way home. You go to church enough times, it's like, oh, I feel like I'm at home because it just resonates with me, right? It's just it's just like after you've whacked off, right? It's just fucking I got the pleasure and I feel at home, right? Just like when you watch a movie or read a story or listen to music or play a game, it's over now. Okay, now I feel at home until I get that desire, that urge to have it again, right? I need to take a walk, get some exercise. I need to eat something. We're always trying to find our way back home. That's all of life. That's all life is a coming home. The essence that we already are and always have been is just about realization. People are always scolding themselves. People are always being hard on themselves. People are always trying to, it's like, I need to do things better, whatever. You just fucking help each other and love each other. It's simple. People like to complicate things. Otherwise, it has no value. So what I'm getting at, guys, is that you get all that wisdom built up inside of you, right? And sometimes it feels like, okay, you need to help other people. It's like, okay, well, I got all this wisdom now, right? And it's like, okay, I need to help other people. Well, they're going to either have to open their ears to you And even when your ears, you can't turn off your hearing, you still can hear what other people are saying, right? It's just a matter if you want to listen. There's a big difference between hearing something and listening to something. You can hear it, but you just ignore it. It's all about what resonates with us, what reality we want to create for ourselves. Because it's all consciousness. It's just a matter of what state that consciousness is in. Some people's consciousness is more evolved than others. And that's why all this stuff is going on in the world. Everything is so controlled. Nobody knows what anybody's thinking. You got to have all these, regulations in society that we create for ourselves and trying to, because nobody knows just what anybody's thinking or feeling. All they got is the appearance when we're so much more than that. You're trying to bring it outward into the world. You feel like it's just bursting outside of you. And there's always going to be those people that are going to be like, shut up, you're weird. You talk to yourself, somebody comes in and hears you talking to yourself. It's like, okay, well, now you feel all weird. And it's like, how am I supposed to ignore it when I got to live these people? I can live on the same plane of existence as these people. So yeah, it's a tough existence. The toughest existence that we can ever enter as consciousness is a realm where nobody knows what anybody's thinking or feeling. All we just do is express ourselves, express the reality. And it's just the actual reality is when we go to sleep at night. We're tapping back into that creative potential that we are. But when it comes to this vibration, this realm, this physical existence, we're prisoners to the dimensions of this space-time illusion that we live within, because everything's always in the here and now. And the illusion of space, the movement, it's all an illusion. It becomes real when you want it to be real. It's because it's all a virtual hallucination of the mind that we're experiencing. We exist beyond everything that we think and feel that we are, because we're just consciousness, and those are all just vehicles of consciousness. This is what you must understand, or your life will be confusing, and you'll never find your way home, because you'll keep thinking, I got to go out there and get something. I got to go out there and get something. You can't just, all of life is just about struggling for the same basic needs. It's meaningless because we exist beyond it. It's a learning lab. It's a training ground for your consciousness. We exist on the outer part of the universe, not the center. Everything is reversed from what we've been taught. It's as simple as that. What is it? Occam's razor, the simplest explanation tends to be the right one. It's that. People like to complicate things. The mind, human nature, likes to complicate things. Right now, as you're listening to the video, somebody's getting gutted or stabbed to death. Just the list goes on and on. Why? Because of ignorance, the loss of what you are as a conscious being, what you're capable of, which is, you can't really blame somebody because everything is so dense here, and it's easy to forget what you truly are. Because everything's all about survival in this world, and we're all going to quote-unquote die and leave this plane of existence anyway. This world is the end result of a long chain of events. We are so much more than everything we've been taught, and it's just the whole purpose of existing in this world is just to become aware of what you truly are. The fact of the matter is, a spiritual boredom, the only reason why we'd ever come here, a man and woman have to have sex for you to exist anyway. But sometimes your emotions and your thoughts just get out of control. All you can do is just cope, because you're going to have to deal with stuff whether you like it or not. That's why when you bring a child into this, they're going to be suffering all over the place too. And you do something like that, it's because of you why they're here. Your responsibility. You can always whack off. You can always use a condom. But you bring somebody in this world and they're going to be like struggling to find meaning and some kind of will to exist and trying to get back home to where they belong, which is just, nothing ever left. Jesus never left. God never left. Nothing ever left. Everything's right here. It's just we need to be conscious and aware of it. If not, you're going to just be fumbling around. It's like, what am I doing? And confusion. It's going to create anger and stress. It's going to make you want to kill somebody, which I don't recommend it. Hopefully not yourself or anybody else. This is where all this stuff comes from. There's all this concept of evil and the devil or whatever. It's just simply not, accepting and realizing who you truly are as a conscious being. And how we're all just here to have an experience and move on. You wouldn't want to be in kindergarten or preschool or daycare, nursery school for all eternity. No, you get out of that. We want to get out of that and go back home. And so the illusion of the fakery, which we have been, just accustomed. You think something's real and they say, oh, it's fake. Everybody's just fumbling. It's a roller coaster. And the meaning of life is to realize that, we're going to be consciousness and we can create whatever we want in spite of whatever we believe of it. And it's just a matter of realizing that. That's all anything ever really is. And it's just being one with it. Otherwise, you're just going astray and you create the hell and we bring everything on ourselves. It's nothing I haven't said before, guys. It's nothing I haven't said before. And all these people on here, for that matter. So yeah, just fuck everything else. And it doesn't matter because nothing ever really matters in the long run because everything's going to work out eventually whether you realize it or not. Because everybody wants comfort, everybody wants peace, everybody wants heaven. And everybody's always going to be forgiven if they ask for it. Otherwise, you're just going to keep fumbling around and stumbling on your face and getting wrapped up in badges and the fucking, until you wake up. This stuff about paper money, nobody will help you unless you have it. It's a bunch of bullshit because people have created this for themselves and life could be better, but as long as there's ignorance, it never will be. And you got to find your way home and everybody's got to do it. And it's just, you got to do it yourself and, you can inspire other people, but they got to do it on their own. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it with that. I will see you guys again when the time is right, and I still might take a break. I love you all. Peace. Like, share, subscribe, like I always say. And bye-bye for now. Black hole over and out. I'm going to take a bath.